listening.
What's up? It's your boy doobiedukesims back again, and today we're going to talk about what's the difference between playing bars, clubs, theaters, festivals, and arenas. Alright, so I will say that each one of these is a different level. Maybe going up the ladder from bar to clubs to theaters, festivals, and arenas. And festivals could even be above arenas, because an arena, Madison Square Garden, may be 30,000-40,000 people. You could play a festival, it could be 150,000 people, it could be fucking 500,000 people, you know what I mean? Festival could also be, you know, above theaters but under arenas. Festival might be 5,000 people or 10,000 people, where arena might hold 30 or 40,000 people. So what's the difference? So if you're playing at a bar, right? Now you're talking about a bar that's got the football game on, they probably got like beer advertisements behind you, you know what I mean? Like homies is at the bar, they got your regulars, you know what I'm saying? You playing at a bar, you might not even have a stage. Maybe you do have a stage. Stage is not going to be so high off the ground. Maybe the floor is your stage. Maybe the corner is your stage. Maybe they move the fucking pool table and then that's where your stage is going to be. They move the fucking billiards table and you're playing next to the fucking bathroom, or you're playing next to the fucking arcade machine or the fucking deer hunter game, you know what I mean? You might be playing right next to the deer hunter game. People might be sitting right there fucking eating food, you know, they're eating bar food and they drinking beers and they chilling, they sitting down, they having their own fucking conversations, and your music might not be the shit that they're even fucking focused on, you know what I mean? You're playing the bars. Bars could also be super dope. You know, we played a fucking bajillion bars. We would play different bars, South Carolina, North Carolina, and the bars was fire. I'd be jumping up on fucking, you know, speakers and fucking trying to hang from the ceiling and shit, and it's still a bar. They still got the Miller Lite fucking shit behind you, like they still got the TVs on with the fucking CNN or whatever the fuck they got on. Like that shit's still happening, but the attention can be so strong on you. You know what I mean? The lights, and like you could have those fucking 40-50 people like yeah. You could be killing it and still be at the bar. But you can also be at the bar talking about like people are just having their own conversations. They're not even really paying attention to you. So the bar element could be any one of those things. When you get to the clubs, you're dealing with a place that is bigger than the bar. Maybe a bar you could have anywhere from, you know, 3 people, 1, 2, 3 people to fucking, you know, 50, 60 people. Maybe you get 70, 80 people in the bar. It's packed, 90, 100, crazy packed at the bar. But you play in a club might not get packed until you get 250 people or 300 people. And, you know, you might be playing in front of, you know, 10, 15, 20 people, all the way up to 300 people. You sell out the club, you know what I mean? Clubs can go from 300, 400, 500, 600, 700. You kind of getting into like theater territory. So clubs is like the step up from the bar, you know what I mean? And the people that are coming to those clubs to see you, they're not having their side conversations really. It's not about like the food. It's not about watching. There's no fucking TVs. It's not about some bands playing in the corner we can pay attention or not. Like the stage is going to be pretty strong. It's going to be pretty high. It's going to be pretty lit. There's going to be nice lights. There's going to be sound system. At the bar you might have just like one fucking event speaker and that's it. And the shit might be crackling. There's no monitors. There might be no floor monitors. Maybe there will be. You know what I mean? Maybe it'll be nice. You have 2 nice speakers with some fucking floor monitors and a backline. You know what I mean? You get to the club, pretty good chance there'll be the backline there. I'm gonna have some nice fucking mounted speakers with a subwoofer. It's gonna be sick. Have a sound dude with an actual, you know, board, a console, and, you know, tons of inputs. It won't be so you know, just brought together. In a bar, it's a club, so it's focused. People are there to see you, hear you perform. It's a good place to play your shows. It's a good place to have people come see you. If you want to go to that next level, you want to do a showcase. You do a showcase at a bar, people know that they're at a bar. You do a showcase at a venue, it has a certain energy, a certain panache vibe, you know what I mean? People know they're coming to X venue, they're going to the Knitting Factory or whatever the fuck venue it is, you know what I mean? They're coming to see you at that spot, you know what I mean? You could be in Chicago, you could play at Reggie's, you could play at the Elbow Room, or you could play at John's Bar, and there's a difference, you know what I mean? So, and you'll know right away. So the clubs, you're dealing anyway from 10, 15 people, all the way up to 300, 400, 500 selling though. By the time you get to like 500, 600, 700, 800 people, you're gonna be in a theater. You might be in like a smaller theater. You know, in New York we have like the Gramercy Theater. You know, right when we started the band, like one of the first big shows we played, we opened for Tom Morello from Rage Against the Machine, and we played at the Gramercy Theater. It was the Blender Theater at the time. The Gramercy Theater sold out, 700 people. It was a fucking big difference than probably the show that we played 3 nights earlier at the club. You know what I mean? So if we were at the club, maybe there was 60, 70, 80 people there and it was a party. And this is 700 people. So when you look out, you just see heads. And then you see more heads above it. So there's heads there and then there's heads here. You know, 700 people is a lot of people. You play in theaters, you could play all the way up to like, you know, we opened for 311. We played Capitol Theater and the Paramount Theater and these bigger theaters, theater in Montclair. You know, these are like 2,000 people theaters, 2,500 seat theaters. There's quite a difference between playing the Gramercy Theater for 700 people and playing the Capitol Theater for 2,500 people. It's way bigger. It's like a ballroom almost. You know, the ceilings are large. They're made just for that. You got like decks upon decks. The floor alone is probably like 1,500 people, let alone the deck. So the theaters are way the fuck out there. You know what I mean? You're performing. You're performing to that homie over there. You're performing to that homie over there. So coming from the bar to the club to the small theater to the big theater, it's quite a jump. To go from a big theater, 2,500 people, to a bar of 2 people. The energy is different. You know, the finances are different. Tickets cost a different amount of money. It's way exclusive. You know, to even get those gigs, you have to be at a certain level. You know, the sound checks and the sound, it's just large. The stages are fucking huge in comparison to fucking playing in a bar. You know what I mean? You know how many times, man, Shinobi would be rocking out. I would get elbows. I would get bruised. Fucking guitar heads whack me in the face. I whack G's in the face. You know, I feel so bad about that still today. But like, you know, just the small stages and you wilding out. You can't wild out in a bar. It's hard to do it. When you get to the clubs, it's still hard to wild out, especially 6 people. The more people you got in the band. By the time you get to the theaters, you can start wilding out. Like you can start really wilding out, like running around and doing your things. You know, the next step up above the theaters is, we'll say, it's festivals, on a smaller scale of festivals. So Shinobi, like after we played open for Tom Morello, like the next year we played Summerfest. We opened for Slightly Stupid, and that was like 3,000 people. So now we play in a festival. Summerfest in Milwaukee is 3,000 people. So the jump from 700 people in a theater to 3,000 people in a festival is just quite different. And the difference between playing a theater of 2,500 people and playing a festival of 3,000 is, if you're playing a festival, you're playing outside. You're playing a big open space, right? It's just huge and open. A theater is enclosed. Everything is circular and everything is enclosed. Festivals are out. They're out in the air. The atmosphere of the festival is different. I remember playing that first Summerfest and literally like doing basketball sprints, like running, like in the middle of the show, just running from one side of the stage as fast as I could to the other side of the stage. And it took a minute, I'll be running like to get to the other side of the stage, because the stage is just that big. And so it's like a kid in a candy store, you know, when you're playing your dues and you're playing tons of bar and club gigs, you're getting whacked with shit. Like we talked about, like they give you a stage that's the size of a fucking, almost like a fucking 2 basketball courts. I'm running, B. There's quite a difference between that. So by the time you get to the theaters, you're 2,500 people. You get to the festivals. Festivals can go 3,000 and above. You can have festivals that have hundreds of thousands of people. You know what I mean? I think the biggest festival that we've played up to this point, we opened for Rise Against, was 5,000 people. And there was quite a difference between opening for Slightly Stupid to 3,000 people and opening for Rise Against 5,000 people. It's an extra 2,000 people. That's a whole different stage. There's a whole different atmosphere of people. You just added 2,000 more people. You know, so imagine 10,000 people. Imagine 50,000 people. Imagine 100,000 people just looking out. All you see is fucking people. You can't even see where the fucking people end. That's the highest level of the festivals, like the big fucking, you know, like Bonnaroo's and shit like that. Like, just huge fucking fields of people. The arenas is the next, I would say, was the highest level is the arenas. You're playing Madison Square Garden, you're like fucking Billy Joel, you know what I mean? Like, you're the biggest artist in the world, you know, Slipknot, fucking Metallica, you know, Pearl Jam, Coldplay, U2. You're at the toppest, Imagine Dragons, 21 Pilots. You're at the toppest level as far as draw. You know what I mean? You're drawing so many people that when you go to play a place, you're doing only arenas. So the arenas, you're going to come play New York, you're going to play Madison Square Garden. You're going to 30,000 people is going to come see you. So when you go to rock, you're in the stage here, and all around you, all the way up, all the way down, and 360 around you is nothing but fucking people. There's thousands and thousands of people everywhere you go. Look, there's 2,000 there. Oh, there's 2,000 there. Oh, it's 2,000 there. 2,000 there. There's thousands of people. And then you got your section here. Thousands and thousands of people. 30,000, 40,000. That's like the highest level. So you went from being a bar band to playing in front of a couple people and playing arenas, 30, 40,000 people, and festivals, hundreds of thousands of people. These are all level jumps. From bars to clubs to theaters, festivals, arenas, festivals. Those are all jumps, and everything is a different level. It's almost like being a baseball player. You start out, you play in high school ball, could be like the bar, then you play in college, you in the clubs, and you get drafted, you come up to the theaters, you make your way through the minor leagues, A ball, double A, bigger theaters, triple A, smaller festivals, and you make it to the major leagues, and you're playing big festivals, and you're playing arenas. You're all-star in the major leagues, fucking MVP with gold gloves and shit. And you play in arenas, man. You Billy Joel for life, you know what I'm saying? Like, son is always gonna just play Madison Square Garden, you know, always killing it. And the cool thing about it, staying humble as a musician, is that whatever you do in that arena, you play your song, Piano Man, whatever it is, go back to the fucking bar, and you still play the same song. It's the same song. Doesn't matter. Atmosphere changes, but your heart and the reason why you make music is the same. The Piano Man is the same in the bar as the Piano Man is the same in the arena. So take that with you. These are some of the experiences that I've experienced, and today we're talking about bars all the way up to fucking arenas. I hope all you guys play fucking arenas. Sick. Do the best. Keep rocking. I love you guys. doobiedukesims. Subscribe to the channel, Shinobi Ninja channel, and keep making these videos and putting them out. And put any questions that you have in the comment section below. Grrr, bang, boom, ba, 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 beep.